we're back. Today, we are Circle of the Americas with Get on Track, okay? So, Get on Track is giving the opportunity to people to take their supercars and take their sports cars and learn how and teach them how to drive them on track. So, today, we're here, and these two are gonna be out at Circle of the Americas. Okay guys, so the cars are staged, they're ready to go on track. Now, one thing that I really want to do is I want to give the MC20 the best chance to get a good time going around the track, right? Now, I don't know the track very well, but my friend Charles here, he knows the track incredibly well. Like, how many laps you put in this track?
Oh gosh, I've been coming here for almost 3 years, probably a couple thousand over here.
A couple thousand laps. I'm gonna say this. Him doing a warm-up lap and remembering the track is probably a little safer way to say. Sorry, cars are going right now. Okay, look, today is crazy. But him doing a warm-up lap, me doing a warm-up lap, two different things. He already knows the track. Me, I'm gonna be struggling trying to learn it. And I wanna give this car the best chance possible on working. What do you think? So the MC20, right? This is a car that you've never driven on track before, right?
Never on track.
And you know what? I think that's gonna be a pretty good gauge.
Why upside down though?
Because when you're learning a car and you're learning a good platform, right? And the platform is good, it should provide you some confidence out of the box. That is the difference between a good car and a good car.
Well, I did get about 5 minutes because Luis was in LA and now he's over here in Austin. So this car,
oh my God, yes!
I did get to drive it for 5 minutes.
Okay,
so I got a preview.
So he got a preview of it. Now, the one complaint was the brakes.
Yeah, the brakes are a little. Not sure if they feel confident on the street. Again, driving on the street versus the track, can't even compare it.
You know, these brake-by-wire systems, right? They could be hit or miss. I don't know if that brake-by-wire system is just not tuned very well for street, and it's probably tuned to do better on a track.
Yeah, maybe smashing the pedal out here versus the street is gonna, provide a little more confidence.
Yes.
But again, I have no expectations. All I know is the engine's in the back, the doors go up. It has some sick turbo noises. So it's gonna turn a decently good lap time. I know I already have a gauge of the power, but we're gonna see how well the chassis does in the corners. But more, if you guys don't know, it is a monocoque cell. So that's huge with rigidity. So I'm really curious if the tires are gonna honestly let me push the car in the S's, where a lot of the time is lost, with most cars. And then, after turn 12, the track gets to be really technical, and we're gonna see if these Potenzas are gonna help hold up.
The Potenzas aren't bad tires. There are better choices out there for
it's OEM
tire.
It's OEM.
It's an OEM tire.
The car came with it.
And I am actually happy that we can get a taste of the car in the same form you drive it off the lot. Because that's what most people are going to do. Okay, I'm not trying to say that this car is the best car in the world, that is the fastest car in the world. It is not. We know that. But I really want to understand the capabilities of the car, the way it comes out of the box. Okay, and I am going to get on track. I know I'm definitely not gonna be able to pull the times that he's gonna pull. This man actually does have a record on this track. Okay, what is it?
218.9 in a C8 Z06.
218 on a C8 Z06?
C8, yep.
Guys, I don't know if you understand how fast that is. There is people that can come out here with more powerful cars and still not pull those kind of times. So that should give you an idea of the skill that he has behind the steering wheel. I am excited about this, and what we're going to do is he's gonna drive this. We are actually gonna take a 992 GT3 RS through the track, and we are going to compare times at the end of the day. Okay, so keep watching. This is gonna be incredible.
All right, I think I'm live. My name is Charles Street. We're out here at Circuit of the Americas at Get On Track today, and we are in Luis's MC20. So it's Maserati MC20, mid-engine car, V6 twin turbo, and we're gonna go take it for a test lap really quick. So we're gonna see what this car is about. Had a couple thousand laps on this track. I work with Edge Addicts, do some coaching here and there. Had some of our own cars on this track as well, so not too much of a stranger of this landscape. So, but I am a stranger to this car. So let's see what she can do. Again, we're only going out for a test lap. See how the brakes work. The tires are not hot. I don't think I should push that hard. He wants to get my impressions of the car. So let's do this. All right, so we're out here at pit lane. I turned the AC off here. There's 2 track days going on, so I don't know the drivers. I don't know the skill level. We'll see. And we are on track. Lots of grip. Oh, the paddles are on. The paddles are on the column, which I don't enjoy too much. There's some rental companies out here. Wow, lots of grip. An insane amount of grip, honestly, for going straight out with no heat. Holy shit, this thing's awesome. Blow-off valve noises are sick. Wow, this car, I did not know this car had it in it. God damn. This is amazing. Brake at the 125. I don't like the pedal on the brake. Not the biggest fan of the pedal. It's like it hits and there's no linearity of the pedal, which is it's not very confidence inspiring. Another big thing is I can't hear the engine and there's no heads-up display. I can't see the rev counter. Get a little sideways. Let's see if we can induce some oversteer here. There it is. Man, these tires are fantastic. I had no idea. Needs an alignment. Holy shit, this car is sick. So let's download really quick what just happened, guys. So I didn't expect the tires to be that good right off the bat. I don't like the brakes. Traction control is really smart, has really direct steering feel. This car's a solid 9 out of 10 for the first lap. All right, let's go back. Wow. What'd you think? Wow. 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 Are you filming? Do you have audio? Whoa! So I'm out here No, we get on track. I just took out Luis's MC20. I had no freaking idea. I thought I was in a McLaren race car in that. I didn't think the Bridgestones honestly had it in it. There is a tremendous amount of grip in those tires. I freaking hate the brakes. Maserati, do something with your brakes. There was either no brake or full prep. There was either brake. There was no, I couldn't be linear with the brake. Maybe I need a little more time and I need a different shoe, but I did complain out in the streets. I didn't like how the brake felt, and it was the exact same situation out here. But do they hit hard? Yeah, they hit hard. The traction control, insanely impressive in this car. I was able to throw that car around like nothing, and it just took it. It didn't come out, it didn't do anything weird. It was highly predictable. The steering, dead on. Wherever I wanted the car to go, it went. When I wanted to slide, it slid. But again, I can't discredit. The brakes are a little sketchy. I need a little more time to understand them. But damn, we did get up to about 153, and I gave a lot of braking room. So yeah, about 157 is realistic in this car without a passenger. I'm not gonna do that with a passenger. It's a little too dangerous. But again,
What do you think?
amazing. I had no idea.
The MC20 is not what people think it is.
It's a mini race car. It is a true mini race car. It is a proper mid-engine car. I've driven a ton of mid-engine cars with that much. I'm bragging about how much grip it has. Here, let's go for a ride.
I need a helmet. I don't
Here,
want a
let's see if it fits them. So one thing I noted, man, you can't hear the car.
It's quiet.
It's too quiet. I can't hear it. I can't see the dashboard either.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, I can't see the dash, and I can't see where the rev counter is.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, we got Luis in the passenger seat now. He's the owner of this amazing vehicle that I just found out about. Holy crap, this thing is a massive, so impressive.
You know about the car, you just didn't know what the car was capable of.
I did not know what the car was capable of. All right, we're back on track in 3, 2, 1, we're leaving pit lane. No traffic. Now I know the brakes a little more, the tires got some heat in it. Man. Camber there, we could go a lot faster.
I need some tire.
Needs an alignment.
It's like an on and off switch.
And when I talk about the brakes, guys, it's the feeling, not the actual stopping power. It's just the feeling is really weird on the pedal. 140, 45, 55, 56. $156.
That's amazing. All right, here we go.
All right, calm it down.
Well, we're not gonna get a full time on this lap.
We've got a rental out here, so we're gonna be respectful of them. And we'll cool down the brakes a little. And the time won't start till we cross the finish.
Oh, right on.
I'm not gonna pass him until they give us a point by.
I can tell you put some heat on the tires and it feels better.
Yeah, we got a nice cycle in the Potenzas.
Are they gonna let you go?
No, he's...
Go.
Oh.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, he's pulling off. That was the wrong signal, bro.
That was the wrong signal. The brakes gave up. Yep. Yeah, the brakes gave up. So we only get 1 lap out of the brakes.
Yeah, the brakes are done. This is probably like a 1 lapper. Oh, yeah.
Tires are overheated.
Pretty controlled though. Yeah, that was it. These brakes are 1 lap. Dude, that was amazing. Okay, here's the crazy thing.
All right.
I paid $180,000 for this car. I think that is worth every single penny what it can do.
That's pretty, you know, again, guys, it's really hot out here. Like, the humidity is really high. So we did about 3 good, very hard laps on this. I could feel the weight difference with Luis in the car compared to Tania. I stopped 25 meters early and we still cooked the brakes. So there was no warning. As soon as I got to about 90 miles an hour, I noticed the brakes just were not stopping us. And you know, obviously we've got plenty of runoff here at COTA, but we did overdrive the piss out of the brakes. The tires get about 3 to 4 laps on them. This is probably their first heat cycle. So I'm sure if we let it cool down another 15, I think that push lap is there. What do I think it's got in it? Now that I know, it's probably got a high 219 in the car. I could be wrong. I did record it on our GPS, so we'll have to take a look at that when we stop.
Yes, I can't wait to look at that. I want to see what that looks like. One thing that I noticed is you can actually push the car on a slide, like it's controllable.
Yeah, when the car's in a 4-wheel slide, I can actually give it gas and it doesn't counter steer, which is kind of cool. Yeah,
that is incredible. The adjustments were very minimal.
Where I don't have to, you know, counter steer the entire car.
So the capabilities are there.
So another thing is we've gained 10 psi.
Actually, that's actually a little bit high. I should have lowered that a tiny bit.
Yeah, our base pressure was too high. and we're just out here having fun, so I just kind of went with it. But now we're way too high, and we're not going to be able to achieve that time. So we're going to come back in. Let's dial the pressures in, and I think we'll get one good push lap.
Would you recommend this car for somebody getting into motorsports or just a daily driver?
Being honest and knowing the price point of it and what you paid for it, 1000%. Honestly.
So in the used market at $170,000 right now, this car is with 2,000 miles on the odometer. They're going for that. I think if you find one with carbon ceramics, get it.
I think it's worth, honestly, every penny. You can take this to the track and you can go to dinner.
Amazing. All right, brother. Okay, so we just came off the track, right? And we did talk a little bit inside the car about it. And the one thing that I want people to understand is that car is something special, and it's not a GT car.
No, it's not.
A GT car will not do the things that car just did out there.
No, it's handling like a true mid-engine car out there. Only discredit to myself, we did start off with a high base tire pressure. We should have lowered about 8 PSI because we gained to about 47. The car we were just having fun at that point. But other than that, the way the car actually handles, especially through the S's, you can toss this car. And when I say toss it,
He was throwing the car in.
Wait,
he was definitely throwing the car in.
But the steering isn't doing this. We're still planted every single corner. Of course, when the PSI started to creep up on the rear wheels, I started to see the slip. And again, the brake-by-wire definitely needs some work. But the actual car itself, the quickness, the shifts, the predictability, the inputs of the car are undeniably amazing. And Maserati has done something seriously special with this car. And I know it's kind of odd. It's not a common car. But the doors do go up.
The doors do go up. Look, and it's not a gimmick. The carbon top is fine.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a Delara top. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I think what they did with the GT2 Stradale is that they fixed the problems that we just named. They knew those problems were there. But for the street, you don't need to fix those issues. Now on track, the car is super capable, and if anybody ever says that this car is a Grand Tourer or a GT car, they're wrong as hell.
Hey, I think we proved that wrong.
Yes. We need to look at the times though, even at that comfort level. Did you have it?
I don't believe the app, because the app isn't reporting. It wasn't reporting the right.
So it went a little high.
Way high.
Way high.
Yeah,
okay.
saying we did.
Oh, we didn't set up the one on the car. That's the one
yeah.
we should have set up.
Yeah, I was doing off the GPS. It said 31, which is very, very slow. But it also said the mile an hour was slow, and we hit 156, 57 down the back straight.
Wait, we hit 156?
Yeah.
What did you hit on the CO6?
I called it on the mic.
What did you hit on the CO6?
56. So here's a huge comparison. You know more about this car than I do. I drove the C8 Z06, have that record, blah, blah, blah. I hit 155 with 670 naturally aspirated horsepower. How much horsepower does this have?
630.
That's a huge delta. And honestly, yeah, you do.
No, 621, sorry.
So again, we're down almost 50, 60 horsepower on the MC20, and we're on a boost car. So that means that, heat soak is prevalent. Something I didn't see out there, honestly.
So the heat soaking of that engine, I think personally, you're talking about 11-to-1 compression engine, and they ram almost 40 pounds of boost through that engine. So I think it should be stressed. I think the temperatures should have gone higher than they did. There is some type of combustion management, that pre-chamber, that is really helping this car to stay cool during combustion, and it actually stay cool with the cooling system, right?
To give you an idea, I was just here yesterday in a brand new Mustang S650. We got one lap. One lap, that was it. Car overheated. Oil temps were sky high, water was sky high. We never touched the temp warning. We did 2 push laps, and we did 4, 3 out of 10 laps just to get the car out there. But other than that, heat management was not an issue. Power loss was an issue.
And I have the experience on this car when it comes to daily driven capabilities, right? I drove this car from Los Angeles to Austin on 3 tanks of gas, okay? I was doing incredible, almost 32 miles a gallon on the way here.
That's worth every penny.
So just the fact that you can take a car, daily drive it, bring it to the track on factory tires, and have that kind of fun is worth every single penny.
So a few notes before I let you guys go. The rotation of the car is incredible. We can really trail, you know, the car to get the ass to turn around. And where I'm going with that, the car isn't aligned. Like you said, it's bone stock, it's factory. If this car had an alignment, meaning if we slammed the camber in the front, there would be an enormous amount of pickup, especially in the back carousel where we're really eating the tire, and four-wheel slide in the car, which is very comfortable. This car is one of the most comfortable cars I've ever felt going sideways, which is a great feeling because I'm not out of control and I'm not pushing the car too much. This is out of control when we're doing this.
And you have found yourself having to do that before.
I'm doing this with the car and it's still gaining speed. So again, huge shout out to Maserati, huge shout out to Luis. That was awesome.
Maserati, you did good. And anybody that is talking crap, go get one and try it out yourself. Your opinion will change. So I'm gonna take a break real quick. You guys need to meet Joe Moeller. Okay, he is the reason that this entire thing was possible. He actually helped me get the GT3 RS. Okay, without him, I could put those two cars in one place at the same time. Okay, so he is the owner of Get on the Track. Get on the Track, and today we are at the Circuit of the Americas. I don't know if you guys understand what Circuit of the Americas is, and for the ones that don't know, this is a purpose-built Formula One track. And today we were able to put the MC20 to test it out there, okay? And actually put it against a 992 GT3 RS. And this was probably the best place to do it. John, thank you so much for allowing that. But here's the thing. I am very, very curious about Get on the Track and the service that you provide to the community and the goal of your business. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Happily. Thank you, Luis. So I founded Get on the Track. Honestly, the very short answer is to keep supercar owners from crashing their cars. I've seen it happen multiple times. We've got cars out there with 500 horsepower now is almost the norm, right? Like if you don't have 500 horsepower at Coda, you're not in the game. And that's a crazy statement, right? There's cars with 1,000 horsepower. And what I'm looking to do is I'm looking to educate people and train them on how to drive those cars. And granted, I love doing it in supercars, and so the 500 plus horsepower cars, bring it on. But frankly, if you've got a fast Toyota Camry, and that sounds like a joke, but you can get a Camry now with 300 horsepower. Yes. That used to be a lot of power, right?
Oh, I remember growing up, my father had a Fox body Mustang that had a whopping 200 horsepower back in 1989.
Exactly.
And I thought that was fast.
The 5-liter, right? Like, you know, it was like...
Yeah. Today, the cheap version of the 4-cylinder or the cheapest car that you can buy will have that.
Yeah.
Technology just caught up.
It did. And so my goal is to help people find the limits of their cars safely, right? We've all seen the videos. We've all seen Mustangs are classic, right? Like,
yes.
Everybody's seen the Mustang video where some guy puts his Mustang into a wall out of Cars and Coffee, right?
Yes.
And I want to help people stop that from happening. I think it's a lot more fun to show people what the car can do on track, right? Like, we're going to get way better highlights from having this car out here and having fun out here versus if something happened on the street in this car.
There is a reason why I was not the one driving the car today, because I knew my skills could not take this car out there and push it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody on that Toyota, that BRZ FRS, the GR86. The GR86.
Yep. Yeah.
That person on that GR86 could probably be faster than me in a powerful car.
Yeah.
Because of fundamentals and skill.
Exactly.
Right? So let's not even get about motorcycles. Same thing.
Yeah.
You will have guys in 600s, somebody that got a 1000 because they heard the 1000 was the fast one.
Yeah.
And you'll have somebody on a 600 lapping them.
And that's an awesome analogy, right? Is the people that know motorcycles, if you think about it, right? This is a leader bike, right? Like this is the R1, this is the S1000 RR. this is for lack of a better term, this is like a hand grenade, right? And you can walk into a showroom and say, hand me that hand grenade, right?
Oh yeah.
And it's, did you pull the pin, and do you know what's gonna happen with it when you do? And I'm here to help you, like, hey, here's how we throw it, right? And make sure we get it.
Listen, all it takes is money to get into these things, okay?
Yeah.
It doesn't take skill.
Yeah.
They're not even gonna ask you. A few years ago, I walked into a Penske place, and they gave me a 36-foot truck with diesel that I was getting ready to drive it across country. You think they asked me once if I could drive? I didn't even know what deep.
What
that was. I didn't know what deep was, and I didn't know that I was supposed to put that in it,
Yeah.
right? But they gave it to me.
Yeah.
In
yeah.
that same fashion.
Yeah.
If you have some money, you can walk in and buy a Porsche GT3. No, you cannot walk in and buy that car. Sorry.
You got to get
That
on the
is-
list.
That is
and
the
you
one
gotta-
car that you cannot buy. But let's just say this car. This is a car that is super lightweight, rear-wheel drive with 621 horsepower out of the box.
Yeah.
That is enough to get somebody in a lot of trouble.
It is. I mean, stop me if I'm wrong. It's a 200-mile-an-hour car.
203 miles an hour.
Yeah. I mean, in my wildest dreams, I never thought that we would be able to buy one out of the factory. This is what, 199 or something?
In 2015, in 2016 in the US, you could grab this car and it was putting 191 miles an hour out of the box.
Yeah.
A 4-door sedan that would put 191 miles an hour.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
It is. It is. And that's in the hands of anybody that wants to buy it, right? And so, again, going back to it, like I've been coaching for 10 years. I've been driving for 25 on track. I've been on tracks across the country and Europe. I've run the Nürburgring. I've had the good fortune to run some amazing places. And I just love teaching people how to utilize these cars, how to really find the limits of these cars and how to get better in them, right? Like in my mind, right, like it's, I could be crass and I'll hold off on being crass, but if you own, let's say you own a nice gun, right, and you don't know how to shoot it, like what's the purpose of having that nice gun, right? You're not using it, you're not, and it's the same thing with one of these, right? If you haven't spent the time on track in a car like this to truly fully see what it can do, why do you have it, right? Like and I don't, like, and there are cars, like, let's be real, right? Like there are some amazingly beautiful cars that you can think of, like, that just belongs in a garage. And I maybe, but I disagree.
It pains me every single time that I see that.
And so when people like you want to come out and experience a car like this, that's the best day, right? Like for me, that is what I want to do. I'm like, get out here, let's do this.
And John, if people wanted to contact you, how would they do that to get on here?
Happy to hit the website. They can hit the socials, Instagram, message me on any of those.
So getontrack.com.
Get on the track.
Getonthetrack.com. Don't forget the because they might send you somewhere else.
Yeah.
Getonthetrack.com. And now, is this the only track that you use?
I use Harris Hill as well.
Harris
So
Hill.
obviously this is a premier facility. This is the equivalent of playing at Augusta, right? If you're a golfer, it's the equivalent of playing at Fenway. If you play baseball, right? Like this
is the world stage right here.
Yeah.
Actually, in a few months.
Yeah.
In a few months.
F1 is going to be here.
F1 is going to be here. And for you to say that you took your car all out, or at least what you consider all out, on a world stage, that in a few months is going to be the fastest cars in the world here.
Yeah.
Okay, this is an opportunity that not a lot of people normally have, but now John and Get on the Track is giving you that opportunity. Okay.
And I've got to qualify it too, right? Like my big difference is that the big thing that I bring to the table is a smaller group, right? One of the things that's very intimidating about doing your first track day is you'll show up and there's going to be 200 people here. There's going to be 45, 50 cars in your run group, and you're going to be dealing with a ton of traffic.
Yeah.
And so what I bring to the table is, you saw it when we came out here. We've got tons of open lap time with your car. We're dealing with 15 cars at most on track at one time.
I did not feel crowded today.
Yeah.
I felt free to walk around. It was not a crowded event.
Yeah. The parking lot's open. We're in the garages because we've got access to it. We stage on pit lane. It's not rushed. It's a really informal, casual environment, but we've got the best guys out here instructing for us. maybe me as well, but we have really good instructors out here, really good coaches, and I'm proud to work with the team I work with.
John, I had the greatest time today. I want to thank you for that opportunity. Okay, I want to take, what is Jacoby at? Okay, Jacoby!
Yo!
Come here, brother. Come here. Okay, none of this.
Oh, here we go.
This is the man
That's actually
that
really
actually put us in contact.
Yeah.
Okay, and I want to thank you for this. Okay, I had the greatest time. I hope we can do this again.
We can.
And,
For sure, we're going to do this
Oh my
again.
God. So, getonthetrack.com. Find them on Instagram, Facebook. Are you on there?
We're on Facebook, and we've got a YouTube account as well, which covers kind of in detail what we offer in terms of data analysis, video. We are in the weeds, really providing a lot of detail. I want people to get better at driving, and I do everything I can to make it happen.
And remember, your car doesn't need to be a supercar for you to bring it out here, okay? You're not trying to break any records. It's just a way for you to learn to manage and handle what you already have.
Yep.
Okay? If, let's say you have a kid that is not that great of a driver,
Yeah.
bring it out here. This is the best place to learn, okay? And this is not just get on the track, okay? This is actually educational before you get on the track.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yep.
So please go check him out and don't waste your time. If you want to get on a world stage and test your skills, here's a way for you to try it. Okay? Thank you guys.
Thank you.
can hear me. The tires just gave up. Yeah, ultimately the tires are giving up. The car's not giving up. The car is awesome. I fucking love this thing. The tires are just giving up. That's it. The pressure stayed perfect. So, I mean, I tried. I really did.
Yeah. I was expecting a larger gap. Like I was expecting a larger gap with that car front. I will say,
well, the straight line speed, the car has it. Dude, I hit almost 160.
Yeah. So the gap,
when there's no passenger, I can hit 160.
You hit 160?
No passenger, because I could get the run.
So, okay, I just found out that the car hit 160 miles an hour at the straight.
And it's
which
hot.
I was not expecting that.
I think if it wasn't hot,
I was
without
probably
this humidity,
expecting a 155.
65 maybe, honestly.
Look, so that video that I posted the other day, it did show that that car has power. But that car is not sorted for this kind of things. It's gonna take some extra work to get the car there, okay? So, why didn't I drive the car? Because if I really wanted to test the capabilities, I really needed someone that can push the heck out of it and someone that can push the heck out of his car, which by the way, you did an incredible job and you have an incredible car. I did expect the GT3 RS to win. The 3-second gap, it was actually closer than what I thought it was gonna be. I was literally expecting almost 10 seconds. No, seriously, I was expecting a 10-second gap. That car, the setup of that car is exactly the way it came out of the dealership.
It did, yeah.
Okay?
I can feel it.
And for the $180,000 that I pay on that car, we're not gonna talk about yours. For the money that I spent for that car, being able to accomplish those kind of times, those kind of speeds, it really speaks to how good the car is. No one knows that the MC20 is actually that capable. Do you know?
No, it's a great car. It's a great car.
Everything is there. Now, I do not have to say anything about the 992 GT3 RS that hasn't been said by anybody else. That car is incredible. It will always be incredible, okay? And there is no MC20 on this land coming out of a dealership that can even stand close to that thing out of the box. Now, that 3-second gap, does it call out by the prices that car is being asked for in the market? No, okay? That car should not be asking the prices, but as long as people are willing to pay, you go and have your fun with it. Yeah, that is one thing about the pricing, right? I think the pricing it's
just the ADM. The ADM pisses me off.
Look at the market. It's always the market.
Yeah.
We're talking about the CR1, CR1X, right? I'm sure you're crazy for getting your hands in one of those cars and putting it out here. You are very comfortable with the CO6. Mm-hmm. You have pulled some incredible times. The fastest time in Kodak on a CO6, right?
Yes, sir. And
I'm sure the CR1 will take that straight away and just destroy it.
Yeah. We're predicting a 213.9.
Oh my God.
On the 01. We can't even talk on the X.
So now,
you know there's a 01X.
Yes. So talking about the CR1X, talking about ADM, right? I'm sure Chevrolet priced that car exactly where it needs to be, okay? But the ADMs are going to destroy the ability of people to get in that car in their hands.
They're gonna do it.
It's just simply gonna happen. Actually, here comes the Julia. It went on track.
God, it looks good.
And it's
oh, my baby.
you know, I'm talking about a car that's supposed to be a commuter car. Supposed to be, right?
Oh, no, that's a truck.
But it was some changes, you know. All right, thank you guys for being here. We had an incredible time out here at Circuit of the Americas. A lot happened today. We were able to put this car on track against the 992 GT3 RS. And of course, the result is exactly what I thought. The GT3 RS had a 3-second lead on this car, which is expectable, okay? Now, thank you. Get on the track for allowing us to be here today. And guys, don't forget to check out getonthetrack.com, look him up on Instagram, look him up on Facebook, and take your car and bring it to a world stage and test your skills. Okay.